Now, students, we will discuss sulfonamides. As we already know that there is a word sulfa in this drug class. Now, you can say that sulfonamides are actually the sulfa drugs. Now, why they are called the sulfa drugs? Because of a particular group which is present in it, which we will discuss in the next slide. So these sulfonamides or the sulfa drugs are basically the inhibitors of the synthesis of the folate. Definitely, they will inhibit this synthesis in the bacteria in order to prevent the infections. You can say that these sulfonamides are antimicrobial, antibacterials. Why these are antimicrobial or the antibacterials? Because of a group that is actually the sulfonamide group. This is actually the sulfonamide group to which different R groups are attached to give varieties of the drugs. Now, some of the sulfonamides which we have already studied in different drug categories are devoid of their antibacterial activity. For example, the thiazide, diuretics, and the sulfonylureas, no doubt they contain the sulfonamide, even then they don't have any antibacterial activity. Now, the second type of the folate antagonist is the trimethoprim. This trimethoprim actually prevents the conversion from the dihydrofolic acid to tetrahydrofolic acid, which will then ultimately result in the formation of purines and the pyrimidines. Now, the combination of both the drug classes are also available. For example, the combination of the sulfonamide or the trimethoprim, that is a combination of the inhibitors of folate synthetase and the reductase, which is very common in the market, is also used for the prevention of the DNA synthesis. Now, this combination, example of this combination is the sulfamethoxazole with the trimethoprim, and the combination is the cotrimoxazole. So this, now coming towards the classification of the sulfonamides. Sulfonamides, as I have previously discussed in my previous video, I discussed that they are categorized according to their duration of action. So according to that duration, we have the short acting sulfonamides, which contain the sulfacytine, sulfamethoxazole, sulfamethizole, and the short acting mefenide. We have already seen the picture of this mefenide in our previous lecture. Then we have intermediate acting sulfonamides, which are the sulfadiazine, sulfamethoxazole, and the sulfapyridine. Then we have the last category, that is the long acting sulfonamide, which is sulfadoxine. So in today's lecture, we just overviewed the sulfonamides. We see that they are basically the inhibitors of the folate, or these are the drugs which will prevent the formation of purines and the pyrimidines. Then we discussed the classification of the sulfonamide according to their duration of action.